Hair flip,
Ready to go.
hair flip means you're ready. I've never done a hair flip a day in my life.
Were you born bald?
No,
Bald?
well, I was born bald. I think I was born. I got a baby picture when I had more hair, so I may
Right.
not have been.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And I had movable hair when I was a kid, which is weird.
Movable.
Yeah, like I might have done a hair flip. Like as soon as I came out,
Like
it was
a
like
gentle.
yeah, gentle, like a.
Yeah.
It didn't bounce. It
Like
was like a
little tip.
yeah. I was a little tipper. Introduce you. Well, this is the People's Mic. I'm Jim Peoples. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Haleyna, Coach at Garza.
That's a lot.
Yes,
That's a lot.
I go by Haleyna K. Most of the time.
Haleyna K. Coach
Yeah.
Garza.
Yes.
Garza is Spanish.
Garza is Spanish.
But Coach, are you Russian? What?
Yeah,
What?
Russian and
Explain.
Spanish.
Explain. What?
So I was born in Canada, but my mother's side of the family is Russian,
Yeah.
and my dad is lives in Texas, and he's Hispanic.
she didn't know better. She did.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
We're gonna have this problem. This is funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What the fuck did he do?
Oh no.
He ruins everything.
Oh God.
Shit. There we go. Fuck. That's that. Here. Could be saved. There it is. Yes.
And we're back.
All right. And so your dad's Spanish.
Yes.
Mexican? Or
Technically, like our lineage traces back to Spain, but the Canary Islands. But they moved to Texas about 8 generations ago.
white Spanish.
So
white Spanish,
we're very
yeah,
like
cute Spanish.
assimilated to the Mexican culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the white way of saying we're not Mexican, but we speak Spanish.
Exactly.
We get the good parts, like we eat
Exactly.
guac.
Oh yeah.
Russian guac.
Yes.
How long have you been in New York?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing comedy? Tell me your origin story. What was the?
I moved to New York for NYU. I went to acting
school
school.
here.
Yeah,
Nice.
I went to Tisch. I was in the Meisner studio and
Okay.
dropped out 2 years in.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah. Fuck
What made you drop out? What was?
Well, I
That
had chosen that program because they had like I liked that it was very heavy conservatory training, but then also had an academic element as well.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I got here, I was like, fuck the academics.
Yeah,
like
fuck that.
I
You don't
just
want school.
entirely was
just
like
wanna be an
immersed in my
actress.
craft. Yeah. And then that ended up in me dropping out.
Uh-huh.
Then I spent a good 2 years, 3 years working in a restaurant.
That's where it goes.
Yes, I was making good money though.
It's the money. The money is the drug, man.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. And then I became entirely self-sufficient, which was nice. And then
how'd you do that?
a good serving job.
Oh, okay.
Hustled,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I was still trying to pursue an acting career, but it was so much of other people telling me like when I can't act or like
Of course.
to do other people's material, and I was never going up. I was never performing, and then really fell in love with stand-up comedy. Always loved it growing up,
Yeah.
but I decided I gave myself the permission to do it. You know what I mean? And then it was like
What was that moment?
just unlocked me. I was
A
amazing.
new drug.
Exactly,
A whole
and
new
it
hit.
has not stopped since that period of time. It was like a month after I decided I was going to do it. I was listening to podcasts. I was studying comedy every day, and then I did it a month later, and it's been about. I started July 1st was my first open mic.
What was the first laugh that made you say, I'm doing this?
It's a
made
joke
you
I still do.
decide?
I did it last night.
Yeah.
It's still one of my better jokes.
That's the go-to.
Sometimes I try to stay away from it. I don't know, but
But
just
it
because it's my
works.
first. Yeah, it does.
But it works.
Yeah, but I guess from listening to podcasts of comedians that I really admire, I had gone into it expecting to suck so much that any laugh was just the best thing.
Absolutely.
Any person that came up to me after it was like, good set. I was
Good
like, amazing.
Yeah.
I thought this was months away.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it?
About 5 months. Yeah.
Fresh,
I know.
super fresh.
I know, I love it though.
Who are the comics that you admire?
So many.
Top 3.
Chappelle number 1.
Chappelle has a podcast?
No,
Okay.
no, but podcasts.
Yeah.
Comedians.
No. Anybody.
Okay. Well,
Anybody.
I mostly do Pete Holmes. You Made It Weird, and
Okay.
Mark Maron.
Okay.
You know, essentials.
Okay. Those
But,
essentials. Right.
Yes, and then I also I love Chappelle. I love his style. I like as far as female comedians, Maria Bamford.
Mm-hmm.
I love Melissa Villaseñor. She's
Oh,
on SNL.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, she's a good
I know you're
impressionist.
talking.
Yeah, she's great.
Okay.
Yeah, and Sarah Silverman. Yeah,
That's
big
dope.
fan.
How do you feel about the comedy scene? Not like coming into it.
Into it?
Yeah.
Oh wow! So it's going straight into it. It was like, yes, these are the type of people I want to be around. Love it. Very instantly, exactly what I was looking for from a group of people.
Yeah.
But the more I do it, the more I realize there's like more to it than I could have ever comprehended. Like there's like a hierarchy in comedy.
It's like high school. It's like high school.
It's like high school.
Yeah.
It's like high school, but then also kind of like a government, like a monarch. Like there's like levels of like so your open mics, you're like bottom tier, and then there's some people that are still
Like
doing
how
open
deep you
mics,
got.
but like are booking some shows, and like everybody's like, we gotta go and see him go up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because he has a show.
Exactly. Yeah. Or like this guy's great. Like,
Yeah.
but they're still at the open mic level, and then from there, there's like, there's a hierarchy of respect.
Yeah.
But I kind of like it.
Yeah. Because you build up. You watch people grow and move, and then when they get things, and then
I also like the community effort of like writing jokes together. You know what I mean? Or like if someone's got to give you a note, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a I don't want to say fraternity, but it's like
it is. I guess fraternity. You don't want to say it because it's gender.
Because it's both. Yeah.
But I hear what you mean. It's like fraternity is a great word for it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I like. I guess every profession has that, but it's different with comedy.
Oh, for sure.
Because our lows are low, and that's what bonds us more.
Yeah.
So if somebody says I'm a comedian, and then you know their work, you know they hustle.
Exactly.
You're like, you can kind of relate and be like, yo, I respect his grind. Or
and it's all about you. Like, if you're showing up and if you're doing it, nobody's telling you to do that.
No.
So, and the fact that we all do it together.
Yeah. And
it's a kinship.
We're all losing our minds together to go somewhere. But we know it's going to a crazy place.
Exactly.
And the place is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it. And what did you wake up to this morning? You were like, fuck, that pissed you off.
Oh. This morning, I guess I don't know if it pissed me off, but it's been making me anxious. I have a dog. I've had her since I was 12.
I've seen you, dog.
Yep. I
come in. Come hang out. What's up?
I'm actually getting food at the Chinese
Grab some
place.
food. Don't stand in front of that. You waiting for your food? Yeah, it's the podcast. You can grab food. Either if you beat Adam before he sits down, you can jump on, or you can go get food. Just hang out. Come eat in here. Yeah. You're more than welcome. Go get your food. Come hang out. Adam, you jumping on? You good? Come jump on. Yeah, finish your thought. Finish your dog.
Oh, right. Yeah, so I've had her for 10 years.
What's her name?
Stella.
Stella.
Yeah, she's 10-pound, 10-year-old poodle. Her birthday's January 10th.
You happy birthday. January 10th, she's a Capricorn.
I don't know.
All my girlfriends are Capricorn. Yeah, I know those dates.
Love my dog.
I did see. I wanted to pet her when I first met you. I was like,
dogs can have astrological signs?
If they got birthdays,
really?
they do.
I guess anybody could.
Yeah, I had
I'm a Capricorn.
You're a Capricorn. I don't know about guy signs, except for Leo.
I think they're the same.
Really?
It's the same.
I've never thought about it as correlating to finding out their what's the word?
You really
Well,
believe
Capricorn.
A little bit.
Really?
I believe in it to judge people enough. Like I know enough of people to be like, hey, they fit into that category.
I have noticed like specific trends and characteristics among people that are born the same type of year, but I think I've figured out scientifically why it makes sense.
Why?
So you're born. Say I was born in May.
Yeah.
I start my year in spring, and I end my year in spring.
Okay.
So my perspective of existence is going to be different from
Shit.
someone that begins their life in December. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
ends their like year in December. You know what I mean?
So I think for guys, for two things. First of all, Mercury.
Say your name. Introduce yourself.
I'm Adam Muller.
Adam
Hey.
Muller. Yeah.
Mercury is in Capricorn until 2020, which is why Trump was elected. But
Okay.
that's a different.
That's way deep.
But the thing is, there's been studies that have shown that, like, for
That's why he was elected.
That's why he's
Mercury.
when you're a
Yes,
Mercury.
that's
Blame it on Mercury.
the only reason.
No, when you're
Nothing else. Just the position of Mercury in space and time.
when you're a kid, the cutoffs for sports and for school are really important because it's your development can be very different if you're like the oldest kid in your grade or in that like sports year versus the youngest.
Yep.
And you get more opportunities if you're the oldest, and that can like create like a virtuous cycle. Like a lot of professional athletes are born in the first 3 or 4 months. The first 3 or 4 months of the year because then they're like the oldest people in their like year of Pee Wee baseball or whatever.
Yeah.
And they get
January,
that. So
February,
because when you're 10, you're almost a year older than people you're competing against. It's like 10%. You have 10% more of life versus them. You're 10% bigger on average.
Right.
A lot of professional athletes are born early in the year.
I thought it was around August, actually.
But whatever the cutoff, it's
Yeah. It's right when school starts. Yeah.
Where's the school cutoff?
School starts.
In Canada, it was like based on the year. In the U.S., I think it's
Canadian.
based on like September or whatever.
Oh shit.
Same idea.
I'm Canadian too.
Are you
really?
Canadian?
Oh, yeah. Where'd you go?
I was born in Windsor, Ontario.
Windsor, Ontario.
Yeah.
So that's like Michigan, really.
It's barely
I
Canada.
don't know nothing about
No,
it. It's right across, right?
It's
I know
across
that
the
much.
country.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been to Michigan once, and I've been to the border of
You've been to Canada?
Canada. No, I wasn't able to go because I went with a girlfriend to see the Niagara Falls,
From the American
and
side.
from the American side, and we were going to go to the other
Shitty
side.
It's nicer
Yeah.
from the Canadian side.
Mhm.
But yeah, so we heard, but then they checked my my name and they stopped us,
Really?
and and they pulled me aside, and then I found out all the shit that my dad did in Canada. And they were
Really?
like, they were gonna arrest me. They were like, "Did you do this, this, and this, and this, and
What?
this?" And she's looking at me like,
Wait,
what
is
the
you
fuck?
and your dad have the same name?
Yes, same name.
So they thought it was
They
you.
thought it was me. I was like, I've never been here before. They
Damn.
pulled the guns out on me. And they were like, she was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I was like, I had to explain myself. So we left. We were like, "Get the fuck out
That's
of here."
weird, basically, because there's got to be like more than just two Jimmy Peoples.
There's three. There's a couple. There's a couple. There's a handful. There's like a bag of them that he didn't tell me about. Like I was watching this kid who played football, and I was like, "Is this your son?" He's like, "I don't think so." He's like, "Fuck that," and he was good too. Jim Peoples played for I don't know, some school, Alabama or some shit. And I looked at him. I was like, "All right," but yeah. What's going on with you?
Same old thing.
Yeah. Really, Mike? Really, Michaeline?
Yesterday's guest host.
Yeah.
No respect.
That's your intro music. Yeah, all my girlfriends, all of my, not favorites, but
We're Canadian or
the,
we're Capricorns?
the main were Capricorns. No, any Canadian?
When does Capricorn start? What's the earliest you can do?
Why are you looking at me?
December.
There is some December,
to
right?
January
No
14th,
idea.
I believe.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Something like that. The funny thing, they all had. I've had a girl who, every main girlfriend, they all had the same birthday. So
What?
Yeah, they had the
Man.
first,
That's
two for the
weird.
first, two for the second, two for the fifth. Yeah.
Well, that's not
Wow.
all the same.
That's weird.
Huh? Same day. First, second, and fifth.
That sounds like 3
Two
days.
girls.
That sounds like 3
Six
days.
girls.
All right,
6 girls, 3
semantics.
days.
6
We
girls,
all
3 days.
understand what he's
The
trying to say.
I'm a stickler for
Which is
the
weird. I was like, oh shit. So a
Wow.
girl said the number. I was like, this is gonna end bad.
My birthday's May 25th.
Yeah, May 25th.
Oh, it's your dog that's the Capricorn.
Gemini.
Gemini. Ew.
Yeah.
Crazy fuckers.
Yeah, I
As
guess
far
so.
as I know, I don't. Everybody's like, don't do Gemini. Everybody,
Yeah.
do you find that? Do you find people like, oh, you're a Gemini?
Yeah, people are usually surprised when they find out I'm a Gemini.
You seem cool as shit. Though.
I know, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Geminis are supposed to be bad.
Like, I
They
don't
are.
know.
They're the twins. Are like a little bipolar, crazy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know.
I don't know any of these
Yeah.
stereotypes.
I know my mom did think I had a tail until I was about 4.
She thought you had a tail?
Yeah, it turns out to be my twin that I absorbed in the womb, so that might
So
explain it.
fucking weird.
I'm just kidding.
You're psycho.
Yeah.
I went to the movies yesterday. I went to go see Escape Room.
How was it?
It was the movie was decent. It was, but because I get these free screenings where to see free movies, and they did this thing where they take your phone, and so you can't take the movie.
Right.
But it was all black people.
Did you have to fill out like a thing?
No. It was super ghetto. Like they gave you a ticket, and they put the ticket on the one part of the ticket on the bag on paper bags,
Right.
like shitty paper.
Like
like somebody
put your phone in.
Yeah, I feel like these bags have been used before. Like it wasn't even like brand new paper bags. Like hey, just get the paper bag, and then they
There's
put the
still
phones.
a sandwich in here.
Yeah, there was like who the fuck. Paper bags, and they put the phones in the bag, and everybody was like, "Why are you taking our phone? Like we didn't want to." It was like our baby. Like don't take our phones. Like, and then they were like, "Yeah, you get them back at the end." And then so what I
It's
did?
like Escape Room. It's not the new Star Wars.
No, it's a shitty movie. It's a shitty B-rated horror movie. It's not even that good. It wasn't that good. But I gave him my spare phone. I gave him my podcast phone.
Oh, it's clever. You should just carry around like a broken phone. I'm sure people. Yeah.
I did an old.
You're like, this is an original iPhone. We're on to you.
I gave him a bullshit phone, and I was like, whatever, anything happens. Yeah, the burner phone, and I went in, and then everybody's, you can feel the tension of not having your phone.
Yeah.
And the movie starts, and then after, like, there's a scene in the movie where the main character is like, they weren't supposed to take phones into the escape room. And he was like, "Yeah, I brought my real phone, and I gave them my bullshit phone." And everybody was like, "What the fuck?" And everybody went crazy. And then and it's like we couldn't watch the movie up until that point. The movie was decent, but I didn't see the end because I wanted to beat everybody to get my phone back.
Yeah.
And then I lost my ticket.
So you skipped it on the end of the movie.
I skipped out. So I thought it was over. I knew, and then I heard more shit happening.
What's the point of watching a movie and not seeing it?
I thought it was over. I was like, all right, the kid, the one, it was like a competition, but then there was a twist at the end, so I got to go see it again to find out what the end was. And then
so funny.
It was a fun movie to watch.
Right.
It was something you can watch on Netflix. I wouldn't pay for it.
Yeah.
But it was a decent movie. All the characters.
So why do they give you the free screen if they don't unless they want something from you? What do you have to give them to get in for the free?
Sometimes they want you. They're watching us to see
they're just
the
watching
reaction.
you.
Sometimes like R&D. Sometimes
so if you like a line, you give them like a little thumbs
they'll
up.
do questions. They're just a guy just watching it to see.
You're like a test audience.
Yeah, the test audience.
Is it
So
going
when
to
is it-
release officially?
No, I think it comes
yeah,
out
so
in
then you're definitely a
Christmas.
test audience.
Yeah. So like Bumblebee came out. And
You seen that one yet?
I didn't see Bumblebee. I was gonna skip and go see Bumblebee. I'd rather see
So
that.
the final version could be slightly different than what you saw.
Okay.
Yeah. But so
Interesting.
they do a bunch of different stuff. Sometimes the actors will come and then they'll talk, do Q&A, and then sometimes they'll do questionnaires.
And where was the theater?
That was the AMC 25 on Times Square. Terrible theater.
So wait, you said it was all black people in the
It
audience?
was all black people. Yeah.
So that must have been there. Is that delivered? That's delivered, or just like a random?
I think it looked like deliberate. 'Cause it was a black girl who was the lead character. So
Okay.
but it was a mixed audience. It was an Indian guy in it. There's a white girl. There's two white guys.
In the movie.
Black guy.
Yeah.
It was fairly diverse. Like
But they may have just wanted the reaction of like, what's a black audience thinking?
yeah,
this
with the
movie?
black, yeah,
That's
yeah,
interesting.
that's probably what it's about. And they were pissed that they took our phones. That's how they felt.
Huh. They wanted you guys to feel like what it feels like in an escape room in the theater.
It felt like that. It did. They were smart about it, and I would never do it. Have you ever done that?
Well, they do that a lot of like Chappelle and Joe Rogan and stuff. Take people do.
They do.
You have to bag your phone.
They do, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Chappelle's show when he was radio.
Especially
Oh,
if they're taping a special. If they're taping a
Have you
special.
done an escape room?
No, never done it.
I've done escape room.
Have you done it?
I wouldn't enjoy that.
It's like I wouldn't. I don't like not knowing who the fuck is behind this shit, and I always feel
It's not that intricate.
No?
it's pretty low production value.
really.
Most
It's like
escape
Carney style. Like guys like hey.
It's like a room like this, and
Yeah.
then someone writes a puzzle behind it, and it's I've been to a bunch of them actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my ex-boyfriend really likes.
That was what I'm saying.
That was
We go to
really
take, babe. You go to escape room.
One
Like,
week, our record was
He
10
took me to
seconds.
one on my 21st birthday,
Shit.
and then I was like, "Can I go get a drink after?" And then he was like, "I'm pretty tired.
Wow.
So I'm gonna get a drink."
You're tired the escape room wore them
Oh.
out?
Yeah,
All that puzzle solving? I
All
get
that
it.
puzzle
I'm
solving.
glad that we
It's
made
exhausting.
it.
And Asian guys, you do escape rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One together. I did it drunk, so I was.
You've been a drunk. You're a drunk guy head. I don't know. You're right. He looks like he's the guy. The fuck up.
Is there a bathroom in the escape room?
Is it?
If you're drunk and like you gotta pee, what happens?
I think
You're like, no, we gotta turn off the escape room for a second. I
Can we time out
the whole thing.
they like make you do it before. They like tell you use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at an age where like when I went to the bathroom is not correlated to when I have to go next.
Really?
It could be like 5 hours later, or it could be like 20 minutes.
I go
Just
every.
don't know.
I gotta pee every 6 hours.
That's it.
Yeah. I get
Every 6 hours, like clockwork.
That's
like
not
clockwork. About every 4 6 hours. Yeah, fucking. I drink a lot of water, Jared.
Exactly. I mean, you're definitely lying.
I would say more often than that.
No,
I would have thought like every 3
I
hours.
pee and I'm good.
I definitely pee about every 2.
2 or 3 hours for sure.
Yeah, 2. Yeah.
No, twice a day. No.
Yeah.
I also have to go to the bathroom more if I'm like sitting or lying down versus if I'm standing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's about the shape of the bladder or something. It's weird.
Alright.
Like if I'm standing up, I can go like a whole day.
Yeah.
If I'm just walking around,
Just walk
then I
around.
just
If I'm
don't-
distracted, I can hold
Never
it.
bothers me.
Yeah.
But like if I have an open mic and someone's not funny, I gotta go pee.
Have you ever? Have you?
How you go?
Have you ever?
Pee comic.
Have you ever gone on a train?
Yeah,
You ever gone on a
like
train?
an Amtrak train.
Yeah, you know, like a regular 6 train.
Subway?
Pee?
Yeah,
No, there's no bathrooms on this
From
subway.
the
between
middle
between
area?
the cars. Yeah.
Oh,
You ever go between the
You've
cars?
done that?
All the
That is
time.
some homeless shit.
All the time.
All the guys do it.
You do that?
Yeah.
I've smoked cigarettes there,
Yeah, they smoke.
but I just feel really badass.
Isn't that
Yeah.
dangerous to go between the cars?
No,
Yes.
you're not a New Yorker.
If that's what it takes, then I'm cool
cool
enough.
As a girl, it's different, but as a boy, you still.
Even if I had a dick, I wouldn't pull it out right there.
Really?
Yeah,
It
it's
depends
too
on where. It
treacherous.
depends on what train.
I heard
Some
that.
trains have the higher windows.
Yeah.
Like the 6 trains have the long, low windows. Still,
Let's go.
you don't give a fuck.
Wait.
God damn,
Are you
that's a
in the
reason why.
car, or do you go? You're standing
No, in the
outside
middle
between.
part.
In the middle.
No.
So you just
Yeah.
pissing on the train.
No,
doing-
you're not in the car.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a Canadian. He's never walked through.
Yeah,
You don't walk.
They're like, we don't walk. So you listen to the signs. Don't lean on the door.
That's dangerous, man. If I see something, I say something.
If it's too packed, I'll ride in between the cars.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Whoa, I
Absolutely.
haven't done that.
Especially in the path. Huh?
That's actually
Hot.
not a bad
It's cold.
idea.
Oh, the pass train goes outside, so the outdoor trains. And it doesn't get hot. The wind is blowing. You're on the train.
That sounds. That's so dumb.
Yeah.
That's so dangerous.
That is homeless people.
What? The fuck? Wow.
The peeing thing is odd.
He's done it. He's fucking done it. Wow.
Where do you wash your hands?
Sometimes, well,
Who washes their hands?
yeah, who
Oh,
washes?
God.
breeze
You
That's
fucking-
washing your hands.
You hooligans.
The fast
Yeah, you're not peeing. You was pissing all over your hands.
You're just controlling.
You just control.
Sure.
I'm after that.
Shit.
I don't know
Yeah.
how to train. Oh,
You don't try it. You just like
Do it if you gotta go.
Like, damn.
yeah.
I need like a glove to hold the mic from
Have you ever had someone walk in?
What?
Walk in on you where?
Oh, someone trying to
people
go through
see
the
you?
train while you're peeing in the middle.
No, you hold the door. You're one hand on the door.
1 minute.
They see you there. They see
Nah,
you
they
fucking
know.
pissing.
There's no room.
They know. Nah, it's not. If you see somebody here, you don't open
You know, everyone in the train that sees you there just thinks you're homeless. So.
No, they'd be like, this guy knows what he's doing. This guy's.
This homeless guy knows what he's doing.
Do you know how many bathrooms are in New York? Like real bathrooms. You get any Starbucks, any hotel lobby. You don't have to go.
No. If you're
It is
getting
a
on the
hassle.
train, if you're going, you're not getting on the Starbucks from World Trade Center if you're going to 42nd Street,
Yeah.
right?
You can't hold it that far.
Sometimes I have to. Sometimes I gotta go as soon as I.
It's like clockwork.
Yeah,
You only go
Every
every
6
6
hours.
hours. You have to. How do you end up on the train?
I don't
during
go,
that?
and I'm usually on the. If I don't go before I get on the train, before I leave, if I'm rushing in the morning,
No.
sometimes I gotta go.
You know, the one the subways are so disgusting. I thought it was like homeless people, but it's
No,
all
it's
you
everybody.
fuckers pissing
It's
everywhere.
everybody pisses.
I don't know on a normal basis.
Nah, there's just once in a
That
blue.
seems
It's not
you're
like
hey, I'm
no.
I'm tired.
It is- I don't
Walk
take a
away
piss.
from this now. You're
I
so
gotta take a
anonymous.
piss.
Only during SantaCon, then it's acceptable.
No. What? We got. You got any questions? How long you been doing comedy?
Year and a half.
Year and a half. You're not
But I,
seasoned.
but I don't like that. I think it should be measured by how many times you get on stage or how often you go. I
Really?
think the time is irrelevant.
Maybe. I think that.
Because I've heard someone say, "Oh, I've been doing comedy for like 5 years," and someone like, "Oh, how often do you get up?" And they're like, "Oh, 2 times a week."
Yeah, I'm like,
Sometimes it's
like
not-
really?
that's not 5
That's
years.
a dog. That's like a puppy. It's like
Yeah, I hear
2
that,
times a
but
week.
then at the
That's like not even 1,000 times on stage in 5 years.
No.
I guess so. At the but for people that are consistently going up like 7+ times a week for a year and a half is different than someone that's going up for as long as it's exponential.
How many times do you get up a day?
A day?
Yeah.
It depends on the day. At least one every day. I do between 3 and 4 typically. Yeah.
Okay, 5 a day.
I try to do 12. 12 is my goal, but no more than that because you gotta live a life worth commenting on.
Fuck that. Fuck life.
No, I
you
don't
don't
know.
even
I
Depends
think
what else
so.
you have.
10
Depends what
years.
else you have to do.
We used to get 10 on a Monday.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Monday's
Not
good.
I haven't seen what Mondays look like for mics, but that's when you were doing mics, when you fucking plugging mics. Now I'm like, do 2 mics a day and then do the rest shows. Get on shows.
Yeah, I think-
Sometimes skipping a day is good. Like it's good for you as an
You got
as
to
a
refresh
writer.
every once in a while.
Yeah, and a creator.
But I still think like you have. It's not
you
about.
don't agree with this. I'm all about putting in hours. Like I'm trying to get to that 10,000 hours. You know, as soon as I
I say
possibly
for you,
can.
But it's not just time. Like it's time. It's how many times do you get up? It's how much do you write every day, and it's how much do you how much professional comedy do you watch every day?
And
Exactly.
it also
it's not just.
it also depends on what your goals are, what you're trying to
That's fair.
get to. Like mine is I want to get my first great 40 minutes. That's the goal. So huh? Well, you need to start. A fucking but yeah, and that's just flipping shit,
Yeah.
But and I don't know.
Yeah, I do. Although I hear. I think there's just there's multiple dimensions to it.
Yeah.
But I just think a lot of the default question is how long, and then you answer, and then the conversation's over, and you've either been accepted or dismissed based on a period of time.
Yeah.
But you gotta
And that's
start sometime.
totally.
How long is
not
like
the right
asking
question.
dick
don't care
size?
about,
It's like you
being
always
dismissed. You're so put in-
Oh, I don't
you always
care.
lie.
Yeah.
Which like,
How hot is it?
It also depends why someone asking the question is also how you
it's
answer.
just shit show question, right? That's just a question everybody asks. Like, how long you been doing
Yeah.
it? Just to judge
I
you,
get it.
no matter
I
what you
get
say. It's like I always say 2 months.
It's like whenever you're
I always say 2
a-
months.
Yeah, I was like 2
It's
months.
my first mic.
Yeah, it's like
Maybe my first
He's
mic
like, you've
today.
done all this in 2 months. It's like, yeah, I'm autistic like that.
Yeah.
Where can they find you online?
Me?
How's your social media?
My social media, I'm locked out of my Facebook, but
From what?
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 It's a long story.
What did you
My
do?
Facebook just doesn't believe that it's me. I have the password. I got the 2-factor authentication codes. They're fucking everything up.
You can turn that off.
I know, but I can't anymore. I'm locked
you're
out.
locked
My phone screen broke on my old phone, so it was getting notifications. I got a new phone. It set the 2-factor authentication code. It's my old phone, so now I'm locked out for life. There's like 50 people this has happened to from what I've Googled.
That's crazy.
Anyway, so fuck that.
Yeah.
But I'm on Instagram at Haleyna.jpg.
Yeah.
Haleyna spelled HALEYNA.jpg.
That's deep. That's a lot. I'm never gonna find you.
Never.
Instagram, Twitter.
Boxing Haleyna.
What the fuck?
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Box?
thank you. No, it's
Oh shit!
I'm surprised you got that.
I don't get
yeah.
that.
would've
That's
thought-
my namesake actually.
That's awesome.
What does that mean?
Different.
It's a movie.
It's
Or was it
Porn?
from a book?
What is that?
no, kinda actually.
Yeah, it's on my head.
It's David Lynch's daughter's debut film. It came out in the
shit.
90s. It starred Sherilyn Fenn. And
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay. All right. I'm mad that I don't know that. All right.
You should be getting that
should.
reference. You're a movie
Shut
guy.
up. I am a movie
You probably
guy.
saw it for
Fuck.
free without a phone.
I probably have seen
Because
it.
there were no phones when it came
No,
out.
in the 90s.
Or you had like a shoebox phone and they
in the
took it from you.
in the 90s, I was trying to get a job at Blockbuster,
Ah.
so I should have.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was it was a big it was
Blockbuster
like a
was
big
the shit.
it
Blockbuster
was like a
the hot place to
Oscar
work.
Yeah.
Oscar nomination.
Oh,
and stuff.
exactly.
Sounds
Oh no.
But it was got a lot of hype.
I
It's
think
like
it
a
got-
cult
It was in
classic.
Blockbuster.
I think it got some award
It was a-
nominations.
Yeah.
Was it a wall in Blockbuster, or was it like a box set?
I was. I,
Probably got a
I
whole-
wasn't
probably got
born
a
yet.
shelf.
Was it a shelf?
Probably got a
It's a
full
shelf.
shelf.
That's how you know how hot the movie was. If they had like a whole wall of VHS tapes,
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
shit. And if it was like one tape, it's like, that's a shit movie. That's it.
Nobody's running
that was our Rotten Tomatoes.
No, there you go. Yes, pretty much.
Yeah. Website.
No, not yet, but
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Get that. Get your
Got it.
website.
Got it.
I'll have you back in like a month, and you have your website. Get your domain. Hey, Jared, let me tell you something. Jared, we were talking about you yesterday. Talking shit. Yeah, we were talking major shit about you. Where can they find you?
Adam, that's just my name. Adam Muller, spelled Muller, across all platforms.
Oh yeah,
I'm
so
everywhere.
Sexy. That's so sexy.
That's all. Yeah.
You own it. You own it. You're the guy. There's no
How awesome
Adam.
would it be if it was boxing Adam?
Just you should.
How random
You should
would
have
that be?
one.
I should do that now.
Just one.
Someone's probably got it.
Website.
AdamMullerComedy.com.
Yeah. It's at Twitter. Adam Mueller.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook,
Wow. Beautiful.
LinkedIn.
Give it up for them one more time. That's
One more time. They didn't do it before.
They do it well.
Give it
Again,
up one time.
Listen, I just say stuff and then see what happens. It's another episode of People's Mic. I'm Jim Peoples. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for dropping in. You can find this on iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you can find podcasts. JimmyPeoples.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is live on YouTube every day at 2:15ish at J Peoples TV. This is episode 245, so you can go to Alexa and say, "Hey, I want to see Haleyna and Adam on episode 245," and that'll come up. Also, I had one more thing I had to say. Oh, the podcast is preceded or postseeded? What's the word that comes after? It's followed by post-seeded? Is that a word?
No.
It's followed.
Preceded, but
Preceded is before.
Succeeded.
Succeeded,
There you
you
go.
fucking genius. Nobody knew. It was as long as it wasn't just me, because he didn't know.
No.
Succeeded by the open mic every day at 3 o'clock.
Not succeeded.
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 I'm fucking idiot.
No.
Look.
Coming
You
out.
didn't know, though. Nobody knew. It could be succeeded. Succeeded.
To succeed.
To succeed.
Not succeed.
But you said succeed.
You said succeed.
Because I put black on it, all right? It's succeeded
Ladder to success.
by the greatest open mic at 3 o'clock, the People's Mic, every day at 3 o'clock. So come join us. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.